Just scroll down here. Has a time of 37:57. So these runners are actually not that far. Pretty punishing game.
So Karterfreak is coming in the #1 seed. Oh, I believe we're starting. So Karterfreak is coming in the #1 seed, and Veno is coming in the #8 seed. Both these runners are in the winner's bracket still. So this is Carter had the first round bye on account of being the #1 seed and there being an odd number of entrants. So this is his first actual match, where with Veno, this is his second. He beat Square in the first round.
You can see they're both currently in Impact Man stage. As far as stage order goes, some runners can choose some slightly easier options, usually going for Tundra first. Both these runners, being more seasoned players, are going for Impact to get the pile drive.
Ooh, Veno taking a fall.
So some of the notable things about this game in general and what it shares, with other Mega Man speedruns, you have rush and your ammo. Ammo is going to be extremely important throughout the entirety of the run. Rush actually has two forms, but we only have Rush Coil right now. So managing Rush is what's important throughout this stage. But we also have the double gear system, which that alters your gameplay in a couple different ways, and it's fairly useful here and there. Mostly we'll be using power gear, but we'll see small uses of speed gear, which they act in slowing down the gameplay, so you can kind of react better to the world. It technically makes Mega Man move a little bit faster. He's supposed to be moving so fast everything looks slow. And it kind of helps us beat out a couple cycles here and there.
Yeah, it's interesting. You want to use it to beat cycles, but you don't want to use it at all times because it actually slows you down compared to normal move.
Ooh, that's a shame. Carter was going for the Big Buster kill. I think Veno is going for it, yeah. Unfortunately, oh wait, no, he canceled it too. So if you get hit at all while charging the Red Buster, you lose your charge. You can charge a Blue Buster through damage, which is fine. But the big Red Buster and any double busters will break if you ever take.
Coming up to the big room, and they're going to be doing a difficult Rush Coil strat here, taking a damage boost and using the iframes to get to the spikes. And it looks like both, they both made it through the spikes. Oh no! So Veno takes a death. Fortunately, the checkpoint is right there, but he's going to be a little bit low on Rush energy. He's going to have to pick up these Now with Karterfreak, you're going to see him coming up on the boss, and with Impact Man, there is a really big form that we don't want to see that he's going to be trying to skip.
Yeah, just like Mega Man, all the bosses come equipped with these speed and power gears, one or the other, depends on which boss. And typically speaking, the gears will make them invincible for a short amount of time, but in Impact Man's case, he'll actually be invincible throughout the entirety of it, so we don't want to see it. It's a 20-second time loss of it.
So he needs to hit him with 2 power busters during this attack. Oh no, Carter missed it. He tried for a very difficult version of the kill and he ended up missing. So now he has to wait while this plays out. There's really nothing he can do.
I was kind of talking to him before the run. He said he was going to go for it. He was going to go all out on all impact. A little too spiky. Alright, so Veno looks like he got the standard kill, so that caught him up a little bit on Carter there, even though he took.
Yeah, even though he took a death, you can see how much he just caught up right there by not having to watch that whole power gear phase. They're going to be moving into Tundra now, and you're going to see why they did Impact first. They're going to be using Impacts to move through the stage a lot faster than you could at any other. Yeah,
Impact as a weapon, the pile driver, provides you so many skips throughout the level, and this is again why weapon ammo is going to be so important, because you can't just spam it on every room. You have to pick and choose what you're skipping, so you can get the most bang. Interesting. Carter going with the Rapid Buster instead of sliding underneath, which I expect Veno will probably try to slide underneath this. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's one of the uses of speed gear, although I'm sure Carter's option probably wasn't that much slower, or it would be really hard to tell.
Pretty small difference there.
That's
So
one of
the
the.
thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say one of the really cool things about the way runners do Mega Man 11 is that we all have like different routes through the stages. Sometimes we'll have like a lot of rooms that are similar, but then you'll also see like a lot of small differences in different rooms. Like going top route, we use ammo in this room, or sometimes we get ammo drops and then we'll go for extra strats, or we made a mistake and then we need to recover somehow.
Absolutely. The game is still very new. It just came out in early October of last year, so we haven't really figured out what all the optimal strats are. We've done a lot in a very short time, but you will see that they have different strats, and the thing with Impact is it's good basically everywhere. It's just a matter of where you would want to use it. Veno, by the way, using Impact there to speed up that mini-boss fight a little bit.
You can see Carter picking up this W tank. We're actually going to be grabbing about 3 of them throughout the run, unless if they go to the shop or if they feel like getting a couple extra ones. But most runners will pick up 3. These... Oh no! Ooh. Veno actually slipped. I wonder if he's going to go to the shop later to try and make up for it. You don't really need it like immediately. You can always rely on other W tanks later, but definitely missing that does suck.
Yeah, he's either having to go to the shop or come up with a way around it. There are a couple stages where you really want the W tank, and there's a couple where it's more optional, and there's different strats you can...
Carter making it through the wind room. That's actually one of the most terrifying.
Oh no!
For that reason, I hate that room.
That room is one of the scariest rooms in the entire speed run because it's the last room before the boss, and it's extremely dangerous. Any death sends you back to right after the mini boss, which is a long way back.
Honestly, when I die there, it usually wrong warps me to the title screen.
Yeah. Somehow the game just crashes.
Carter took care of Tundra Man real quick. Tundra is going to be one of the last fights we do without the weakness. We just use double busters because it's pretty quick.
Yeah, what you'll see a lot is that they use a double buster, and the second hit hits them even if they're in iframes. So they'll shoot them once with a weapon, and then they'll shoot them with a buster while they're still in iframes, and the second shot will still do 5 damage. That's how they kill them with just 4 busters, is they hit them with 2 full busters and 2 red.
No,
no. That's a game over, I think.
Yeah, that's a game over for him.
That's really bad. So Veno knows he's in trouble now. He's going to be praying that Carter has some difficulties as well.
And this is really just like not uncommon for any runner at any skill level.
Yeah,
we've had races.
Mega Man 11.
We've had races before, and just like this literally happens to everyone. So meanwhile, Carter going already about halfway through Torch's stage. This is one of my favorite levels just because of the amount of potential weapon drops you can get. If you're killing the right enemies, you're really gearing yourself up to get a lot of extra ammo.
Yeah, if you've played other classic Mega Man games, especially the early NES ones, you're probably used to thinking of drops as a bad thing, as praying for no drops. In this game, you're actually praying for weapon energy drops, so that you can pick them up with impact. They don't take any time to pick up, they refill your weapons instantly, and the extra impact ammo lets you do all sorts of new time saves and little skip.
Ooh, nice job, Carter, there. He actually didn't have to use Tundra to freeze the fire room.
Yeah, most people use Tundra to freeze the fire there. It's something you can actually do that I don't think anyone found out when their first playthrough.
Oh, I definitely didn't. There is also a slight difference in ammo usage whether you're using the regular or power gear version of a weapon shot, so you have to make sure your ammo counts right.
Yeah, absolutely. They very much routed out, and someone like Carter has definitely routed out not only ammo counts, but what he does with certain drops and things like that, what he does in certain situations. You're also going to see him use up the rest of his impact ammo here, because any little bit of impact ammo you don't use is just ammo wasted. That's time you could have saved. Veno coming back up to that room, by the way, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for him this.
Yo, please send your prayer. Nice. Keep going. Okay, thank God.
Ooh.
Anytime I've seen anyone doing like a run or race of this game, Like, especially even in races, it's like it's not like I want to see someone. I don't ever want to see anything bad to happen to anyone. I just want to see both runners make it. Please survive the video.
Carter's going into Blastman here, and you're going to see he's going to be using the torch weapon they just picked up to break some of these red exploding boxes early. That way he doesn't have to wait around for them to blow up in the normal way.
I think this is a good time to start talking about the weapon wheel.
Unlike
previous Mega Man games, I think this is the first one that does this. You could always swap left and right. Like, they gave you the option to change what weapon you have with left and right, I believe since Mega Man 7. But in this game, you actually can use your right stick, or if you're playing on keyboard, there are just straight up buttons you can push, and they swap to a weapon immediately, which means that you don't have to pause the game, and you can swap very, very quickly back and forth. Oh no, he burnt out.
Yeah, Carter having... Oh, he fell down. Oh, fortunately, he can get back up there.
So, yeah, now that Carter has Torch, you're going to see him using... Oh, interesting.
He doesn't have
power. Oh, right, because he doesn't have power. It's like, what's... the runner's weapon swaps are going to get super complicated, essentially.
Going around, it's interesting. He's showing off some older strats. These are strats like from the Twitch Rivals era.
Yeah, Carter hasn't been running the game quite so much recently, but that's been for all kinds. Yo, get that drop! It's like gold, so, man.
Believe it or not, yeah, he probably still saved time turning around to get that drop, just because it saves so much time. What you can do with it.
Let me tell you about this one time I was watching Reeves and Wily 1, and you know that sniper, actually no, it was Wily 2, that Sniper Joe, right before you get to the first checkpoint, it dropped ammo. He was already halfway up the ladder, and he...
Oh!
I was like, he's a hungry boy, he wants it.
So Reeves tried for, Carter tried for a strat where you explode the boxes. Oh! Fortunately, the checkpoint is not that far back. This is what Veno was kind of needing, though, to get himself back in the race.
And he's using a weapon tank here, so I think we'll see him make a shop visit.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not a normally scheduled weapon tank usage.
I mean, even if he made it through that section, he had, like, one hit left, and doing blast damageless? Yeah, that's possible. Is it terrifying? You bet.
Actually, what blast fight is he going to show off here? I'm kind of curious. Oh, he's doing the Tundra one. Okay. Oh, he gets hit, though, so it went wrong. This can be really scary, because he can start doing some very nasty things.
I have taken a habit lately of just, like, if the fight goes wrong, I let it rock anyway when I practice, because you gotta assume that you're going to mess up these kills. They're extremely difficult.
The blast one in particular is kind of difficult, probably second only to like Fuse maybe, or the Tundra Impact.
Tundra Impact, Fuse, this one, that's for sure. Veno making it now. Cutscene? Wait, did Veno accidentally reselect Tundra?
I think he did. Yep. Can't say I've never done that. The menu boss.
Okay, are you sure?
And yeah, Carter makes a shop trip here. We'll see. He bought 2 W tanks, I think.
No,
so he has an extra one now. He might choose to skip the one and bounce because he has an extra one.
It's also nice just to have, because you can mess up fights like the last boss, Wily, if you end up taking too many damage boosts, you just don't get him. But he's definitely going for weapon tank strats here in Block. Nice aggressive opening. Yeah.
With now that Carter has defeated 4 bosses, he has access to Rush Jet, and that uses the same ammo as Rush Coil. So you're going to see him really managing it. The nice thing about Rush Jet is that doing a quick jump off of Rush Jet only takes 2 ammo, whereas Coil takes 4. And also it's a little bit faster and gets you a little bit higher.
It also happens to be murder on your hands.
Oh, absolutely.
So
there's quite a debate about button placement in this game and how to put them on your control.
Luckily, this is actually one of the most customizable Mega Man experiences.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think very few other Mega Man games really let you customize it to this degree. I think the ETS games do, the SNES ETS game. Oh, no, Carter! That's scary! This
Just told you, man!
Once this room starts going bad, when you first enter the room, a timer starts on those falling blocks. And if you mess it up at all, it can be hell to get back up there. Using a W tank there, by the way. Veno coming up on blast, so he's catching up a little bit. You know, Carter's let him back into the race a little bit, still needs some work.
Let it be known that most of these W tank strats are strictly for, I emptied out my impact and I got a little cheeky with like other weapons. I want to refill the impact though. That's the biggest reason why we have W tank strats.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The impact makes it all worth it.
Ooh, nice.
Veno, yeah. Oh no, Carter takes a death.
Oh, I'm looking on the replay. What happened? Did he get...
He fell in one of the pits in the second falling block room. He just accidentally hopped in the pit. I've done that exact same death before. That's scary because he's already used a W tank and he used a lot of impact and blast ammo to get up here. Fortunately, he has that extra W tank. He might have to use it.
Like we were saying before, in terms of like doing these rush jet jumps, you have to have like a rhythm to it. There's like almost a cadence every time you jump, because not only are you jumping off of rush, you need to cancel rush. You can just keep letting them fly, but it wastes a ton of ammo. So you actually have to also unsummon rush every time you do a jet jump. So now they're back in the same stage as each other.
I don't think Carter has enough blast ammo to do this. Yeah, he's gonna have to use a W tank anyways.
At least use 2 more impacts, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
He could have used it back there and saved a little more time, but it's hard to think when you're in a race and things are going wrong. He's probably sweating it. Keep in mind, I don't think they don't know where each other are, so he doesn't know that Veno's behind. Oh, we didn't talk about that quick kill. That's my fault.
That's okay.
So
we'll
he just skipped
yeah.
He just skipped a lot of content there. If you remember the demo, there is a large version of Blockman, and what he did there was try and kill him before he can transform, which he did successfully.
Yeah, since bosses have, much like every other Mega Man game, everything has iframes except for like the regular enemies. So bosses, you have to pick and choose like how much damage you're doing to them and when you're doing it. And in order to skip their, their desperation moves, their giant gear forms and phases, we're trying to hit them with the right amount of damage at the right time. And you just saw a little bit of more Rush Jet madness. This is Bounce Man stage, and you're going to see a lot more jet jumping throughout the level.
Yeah, Bounce Man is a very vertical stage, so you really gotta... You're limited by both your impact ammo and your rush jet ammo here to both get over the bouncy blocks, which you cannot slide over, and to get up ladders, which are slow to climb.
Yeah, you see a number of these rooms, like this room specifically, it wants you to go all the way to the right, all the way to the top of the room, and then drop back down. We ain't got time.
Yeah, doing that bounce man casually is just so slow.
Ooh, I like that. I didn't see that before. Using rush jet there to avoid having a bounce.
Yeah, I've seen QTT sits doing that, and it is useful if you can spare the rush jet. And it is tightly routed in this stage, by the way. I mean, every little bit of ammo is planned out here. Should be W tanking. Yep, that's his last one. We'll see if he picks another one up in this stage, so he can do more W tank strats and fuse, or if he's just gonna do a normal fuse. Oh.
No, a couple of bad things just happened for Veno. So not only did he screw up the quick kill, but he recognized that he screwed it up, and then he decided he would hold on to his Red Buster. When you fully charge a Red Buster and you have it, it actually won't burn you out until you let go. But because Blockman landed on the floor, and that caused like a ground stomp effect, it canceled the charge, so he actually burnt out anyway without any of the benefit.
I actually wasn't sure about that. That's good. That's good knowledge. I didn't know. It looks like he's going for that W tank. He's doing a pulse buffered jet jump. So you can do something called a coil jet in this game, where it probably not intended, but you can jump on rush coil, switch weapons real quick, and then pull out rush jet and land on him higher up in the air than usually.
Oh, he tried for it.
He's out of rush too, which is going to make this kill a little difficult because he can't. It's easy to just hit the rush button to get back to Buster. At least for me, I always have trouble if I'm out of rush jet for bounce band, switching back to Buster when I need it.
A lot of runners will call rush in order to dequip their weapon, because there is a button to switch back to like regular Buster Mega Man, but that's on keyboard. If you want to do it on controller, you have to push in the right stick. That's a lot more.
Fortunately, this boss is not too difficult so long as you don't let him get away from you. There, he didn't have any problem. That's what I get for doubting Carter.
So now Veno making his way through the beginning of Bounce Man stage. I think he's really catching up.
Yeah, he is. He is definitely making up some time here. And if he has a good bounce, I mean, Carter had a little bit of trouble getting up there on a couple screens. If he has a good bounce, he can start to close the gap. As well, how many W tanks does he have? If he's able to do a W tank fuse, that might be better for him too. So Carter is going into fuse, and I guess he's, yeah, he's doing a W tank fuse strats. So you're going to see him using impact here to skip through those lasers and skip cycle.
Yeah, impact is really nice in the sense that it makes you completely invulnerable to all damage while you're pilot.
He's also going to use the bounce ball here to kill those little electricity guys so he can skip that whole little maze.
This room has some really difficult moves.
Oh, he gets stuck on the wall. Yeah, unfortunately, if you impact into a wall, it's kind of like bonking in Zelda or something. You're just stuck there for a second.
It's super punishing because impacting is really fast. It's like slightly faster than sliding, and if you don't have like terrain you can slide on, it's always. But then on top of that, the bonk animation takes forever.
That goodbye mini boss. That guy just has no chance.
The bosses in this game, like enemies in general, just completely disintegrate. You spend most of your time on stage. Ooh, he's out of ammo.
Yeah. Carter's going to be coming up to fuse, and this is a really neat quick kill. You're going to see him toggle speed gear for just a quick second, and that's actually to keep him in place long enough for this buster shot he's going to fire to hit him. We'll see if he can do it. No prissy strats, by the way.
He definitely recognized that he could potentially save the cycle by flicking on speed gear. Did he not use speed gear there?
Wow, that requires very precise movement.
I want to say that's like
Veno, by the way, is only a rather short stage behind, so he's waiting for an opportunity.
Looking good so far. Nice.
Beautiful. That's a very satisfying quick kill to get. That saves a lot of time because he starts jumping around all over the place if you let him free. I see chat asking, yes, Carter is in front. They appear to be doing the same exact routes. Going into Acid Man, and this is kind of a dangerous stage. There's a lot of spikes in certain parts of the stage, and dying usually sends you back really far.
I would say this stage has like more of the classic Mega Man design for levels.
Yeah, you're also going to notice this is one of the few stages in this game with underwater, and there's actually a current here, so the water is pushing him forwards or in some screens backwards.
Nice, Veno using a little bit of the speed gear to avoid getting hit by the laser.
nice like improv strats. It's really cool. No drop there for Carter. So a lot of times you'll see him kill an enemy and switch to impact very quickly, and he's actually just checking to see if that enemy drops something.
Yeah, a lot of people casually probably pick up the energy weapon balancer as quickly as possible, especially if you've played the other games before. You know what it does, and it's super useful. It just automatically refills either your lowest weapon or all your weapons anytime you pick up ammo. But in this game, if you want to do that, you got to swap to impact like on the fly, just instinctively. I killed an enemy, maybe it dropped something, switch over.
Veno coming up on Fuseman here, so we'll see if he can get the same quick kill. Oh, he tried for a rush jet strat there, and he couldn't.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's a
Big
little hard
drop.
to react to that one, but he kind of waited a sec. He saw it, he probably just like stood in place. He was like, yeah, I want it.
And Carter's coming up to kind of like one of the scarier areas of this level. There's just spikes all over these Nets 2 room. The developers just got very angry.
They took that copy and paste tool and they just painted all over the room with spikes. Okay, so Veno does make it through Fuse. He unfortunately got the transformation. Luckily, Acid over here on Carter's screen is one of the most consistent fights.
Just a couple power gears and a couple power blocks. That was perfect.
Yeah, if you don't see that happen on anyone's runs, you can assume that they're sad.
So Carter has done 8 robots, and we're going to get a time here. 26:44. So remember that, and we'll compare with Veno. There's only 4 stages left, and one of them's refights, and one of them is the final boss. But these stages are very harrowing. They're very dangerous stages.
I would say the 26:44 is like 3-4ish minutes behind probably what Carter's.
So you're going to see him in Wily 1. He's going to be using impact. There's a lot of pits and just very dangerous terrain in this stage. He's going to be using impact to fly over it. If he makes any mistake, there's a chance that he's going to get knocked in, and then he's going to get sent back a long ways and have less impact to do that room with again.
Whenever I finish this level, I don't have any impact ammo left, and I have 1 or 2 uses of rush left, and that's it. So that's how much leeway you're looking for ammo-wise. Health-wise, you don't ever want to take more than 2 hits at.
Usually taking hits just kills you in this stage. You just fall down. That's it. And you can see there's a lot of weapon ammo scattered around the stage, so he's going to be impacting, especially in this next room, from weapon energy to weapon energy, over a pit with these bullets. Oh.
Yeah, not getting hit by those air stones from behind. Those enemies can easily just snipe you out of nowhere, and then you're going to fall down.
That's very scary.
No, Veno!
Oh no, Veno! That sends you a good ways back.
He had block dropper. I think he might have tried to switch to blast, and you can use blast and fuse to kind of float in the air for a second. Ooh, now he really has to like think his way through the stage because he doesn't have any impact ammo.
Yeah, he kind of has to do casual strats here or improv. Hopefully he can get a drop. Carter coming up on Yellow Devil, and we'll see if we can do a quick kill. He's going to use the small weapon, the smaller blasts, and chain them together, which actually does more damage than the power blast.
Yeah, it requires a lot more setup to do the 4-chain. Oh, he's going with the left strat. Okay. That means he'll get this detonate a little bit earlier. He should be able to kill him on the left. Nice.
Nice, nice, very nice.
There's a slightly easier kill, would be about half a second slower.
That's also nice. The other strat takes a damage boost, but it's easy to run low on health like that.
Oh, this is by far not an easy Mega Man. This is the runners are making a lot of the rooms look easy. This is definitely not an easy Mega Man.
Yeah. Yeah, things can easily go very wrong here, especially casually when you don't know all the little tricks. This was not an easy game the first time I played it.
Yeah, the gears definitely help you. Like, it's definitely designed around using the gears. People who don't use the gears, like if you're a stubborn player and you think, you know, you only want to play True Blue, no gears, only Buster, yeah, you're going to suffer. Using the gears makes it easier, but you also have to know how to use them, not to burn out your...
Yeah, especially burning out is really painful because then you don't have gears for a long time, and a lot of the rooms are specifically designed with certain gears, and you'll see a room here at the end of Wily 2 that's very specifically designed with speed gear in mind that we will probably do without it. Oh, falling down in the Sniper Joe room.
I'm surprised he didn't Tundra.
Yeah, to be honest, if I ever feel uncomfortable in that room, I just immediately Tundra. It's so easy for them to push you in the Sniper Joes in this game are vicious. If you run away, they will actually chase you down. Carter's going to be coming through these screens. He's going to be impact and blast moves to the enemies, and then you're going to see him have a kind of harrowing next couple screens with some pits and some big guys. Oh, he's only got one pixel of health left.
Yeah, this is super scary for Carter. Although he doesn't really have to worry about taking any like damage boosts, really. Like if he plays, he'll get to the end. But Malvern definitely usually has damage boosts in the fight, so not being able to run your body into Malvern is probably gonna get him.
I almost might Tundra here. Oh, he went over the Sniper Joe.
Oh man, if he bonked, he would have died.
Yeah.
Veno.
He made it through.
Is Carter just gonna die?
I half expected him just to take a death and do the fight properly on the second try. The boss's patterns here are semi-random. It's kind of hard. The shots that he shoots out are very difficult to predict. Veno. Oh,
okay.
I
was kind of concerned about what you'd do there. Okay, so this is looking like the more standard kill for Malvern. Oh, he's going for the Tundra kill too. Nice. So that actually saves like, I wouldn't say a second, at least a full second. Doing that kill of the regular kill.
Oh no, Veno! He was a little bit short. If you come up short there, you can land to the left of the Sniper Joe and just Tundra him, but unfortunately it just didn't work out for him. He was just quite in between.
So Veno just taking his time now, making sure he gets the room in one piece. He doesn't have any... He's using acid. Okay, so again, acid's not really a weapon we see used throughout the run, because it's not really a damaging weapon. However, it does block shots, so it does make that last room a lot easier to handle. And Carter, unfortunately, seeing the transformation again on impact, man.
It's another... What is it, 16 seconds, I think?
It's at least. Like, it's closer to 20 if he doesn't get the kill immediately.
Well, Veno's gonna need quite a miracle here to come back at this point. Really, all Carter has left is the refights, which he shouldn't die. Shouldn't. Not to say I've never done it, but Carter shouldn't.
Let's find some ways to die in boss rush. I'm sure we can. Especially, so he didn't do a bunch of damage boosts on impact. He should be fine, because the only time I'd be super afraid is if you do all those damage boosts on impact, and then you fight blast, if you get clipped by him too much, or if you fight torch and then you get the kick in the...
Oh yeah, Torch can be really random. He's probably, I think, the most random boss in the game. Most
Like,
bosses are pretty scripted.
super easy, but like when he wants to kick you in the face, he knows where to aim.
Oh yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Showing off another block quick kill with that final shot.
Beautiful. And again, if this game looks easy for any reason, that's because the runners are utilizing the whole toolkit as opposed to just running and gunning with whatever their favorite weapon is casually. Like, a lot of people will usually stick to one weapon they like, but using everything, you know, at the right moment makes everything disintegrate.
And Carter's got three more bosses left. She's going to show off a slightly different Tundra quick kill here because he has Fuse this time. Fun fact, Tundra was designed by Dr. Cossack. If you look at the in-game notes, the doctor from Mega Man 4.
Yeah, I love the flavor text on all the robots. Like, two of them are actually made by the same company, Block and Impact. They're both from the same. And apparently, Fuse Man has a pet rabbit.
I forgot about that. Gonna try and show off. Oh, he's doing an older version. This is the Prissy strats. And he gets it. Little bit of speed gear at the end just to make sure that last shot hits in time.
And that's only like half a second slower.
I see people asking for Proto Man and Base in chat. Just keep your fingers crossed for DLC. They haven't said no yet.
Oh no,
Oh,
Venoxis93.
no.
He was on low health there too.
So Carter's coming up into the final stage, and you're going to see him actually using acid as a weapon finally. The shield of acid itself does a ton of damage to Wily, so you're going to see him actually ramming into the shield. Nice bounce balls, by the way.
Shoutouts to Twitch rivals.
Yep. Nothing else to do in that elevator. While everyone's still watching, I want to shout out, we have a leaderboard. Oh, nice cycle get. We have a leaderboard at megamanleaderboards.net, and there's also a Discord there. If you guys want to join us and start speedrunning this game, that's a great place to start. Also, my co-host Mumu has a really great video speedrun guide on his YouTube channel if you want to check it out.
Yeah, thank you.
Whatever I can do, helping the cause. And there's Wily Machine. We just got one more boss to go. It is a dangerous one.
And it's super random too. Old Man is like, he literally just hates your run. He wants to waste your time. He can zigzag as many times as he like. And because you have to be in his hurt to drop off those power acids, you're going to be guessing a lot of the time. Ooh, he's actually kind of behaving.
Nice. Carter takes it with the time at 38:26. That's a pretty good time.
Yeah, as I suspected earlier, his PB is 34:12, I think. We lost about 4 minutes throughout the run.
Yeah, it's very tough to get a good quality run in a race, even though this is a relatively low RNG game. It just so much can go wrong.
Don't play with my emotions. If they did 0 DLC, I would cry. Jesus Christ. I love my boy.
That's Mega Man X9. Everyone's crossing their fingers. There's another game in pre-production, so cross your fingers.
Oh man, that never even crossed my mind. Like, if they were working, I thought it would be like Mega Man 12 or something.
Yeah, a lot of people are clamoring for X9. I'm keeping my fingers crossed too. I'm a classic speedrunner, but I would definitely speedrun X9 if it came out. Oh yeah, shoutouts to Wily using speed gear to hyper beg.
Okay, Veno doing the power tundra fight on. Hopefully he'll nail it this time.
There we go.
Nice! Such a tight kill.
We'll see if he can get the fuse kill this time. He's got a chance for revenge here. Was that too early? No, I think he's... No, I think that first shot was a little too early.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like the blue shot still hit an iframe.
Yeah, chat, Mega Man 11 is close to selling 1 million copies. I gotta imagine by the end of the year it'll have passed that number. And X Legacy Collection is not far behind. So we might see what we were talking about here with Torch, the various RNG patterns it can get. No, he's behaving. That's one you want to see. Oh, he went for the Mega Buster fight.
I think he intends to do the Tundra fight on. Jesus Christ!
Oh no, Power Gear. Fortunately, just one fire there. It's scarier in his stage because you usually don't have much extra fire, but in refights, it's only a couple seconds loss. Also, if you want to miss a hit, you want to miss the last shot, not the first one.
Luckily, all the bosses are manipulable in the sense that they actually read your input to determine what they're going to do. So if you're holding down the Buster button, even if nothing comes out, essentially, they'll still kind of like behave like you're going to be.
Oh, we're shopping. Buster plus chip. Shock absorb.
Yo, Veno knows that he didn't win. He's just like, I want to make this last thing comfortable. He's getting some new shoes. He's really getting it.
In case he falls. So that first, you're going to see him jump up to the first platform that comes out using Rush Jet and Speed Gear. And that's actually really scary. I've seen a lot of PB pace runs just end right there because you fall in the spikes by accident. It's so easy to just mess it up.
Oh yeah, that's one of the other things that makes burning out easier, like as an accidental thing. To disable your gear, you have to turn the same gear off, not switch to the other. And I've seen plenty of people have it. I've had it happen to me all the time. Right, instead of turning off the gear, I just switch between the two back and forth until I burn out.
Oh no, he's stuck riding the elevator down. That always feels bad when you just miss the cycle.
It's only a small time loss, but you still feel bad. Yeah. It's like the walk of shit.
Even if you just barely make the second cycle, that feels better than like having to wait, even though it's the same time. You can see him there just inching a little bit closer, waiting for his iframes to run out, and then he taps him with the shield to finish him off. The shield does so much damage.
I think they did that. I think they made acid his weakness because nobody would have guessed that on their first playthrough.
Yeah. I thought it was blast. I was wrong. Oh, are we going to see double gear? Please no double gear. Okay, he stopped it. GG 4359. And we'll see if we can get the runners in here to chat. All right, I think we got Carter. We're waiting on Veno. And we got Veno. Okay, just 1 second. I appreciate the Japanese voices, by the way, Veno. So let's see, while we're waiting, while they're getting ready, the winner of this race goes on to play Mumu, scoping
Correct.
out the competition. And that's going to be a round 3 match. So Carter's going to play Mumu, so that's the 1 seed playing the 4 seed. I'd like to say the winner of that is going to go into the semifinals and is probably going to play Reeves, because I think he's gonna absolutely destroy me. But we'll see.
Oh man, that means I have to beat Carter.
Yep.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going, guys?
I'm miserable.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw the Tundra and I knew that was painful when you saw the game over screen.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, we were cheering for you. So I know you guys didn't see what happened to each other's runs. Veno had a really rough time in the last screen of Tundra and actually ended up getting a game over.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so
I
we were...
died over.
Yeah. So we were hoping you would make a comeback, because you started to come back somewhere around Bounce Man and kind of even things out a little bit, but then things happened and you ended up behind again.
Yeah, up until man.
I just don't even want to talk about the disaster at the start of my run. Like, my fingers just kind of turned into spaghetti for a little bit, and I forgot what I was doing. I messed up really hard in Blast. I messed up super hard in Block. I had to use, like, an additional W tank in Block because of that really random death where I messed up landing on Rush Jet in the Block room. I'm just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, like, I'm sitting there like, well, I'm glad that I have enough bolts to pick up a couple extra W tanks, because otherwise this would be really bad.
I saw a couple of moments where, like, it's really hard when you have something like that happen to you, you know, to pick up the controller, keep going like as if nothing happened. You definitely look like you were kind of deciding and weighing what you needed to do next, and like that's a real thing that happens in this game where you can't reset, and like the immediate response, everyone just wants to go right back to the title screen, reset the title.
It is an immediate. Like, my refights were pretty good, but rest of my run, horrible. My bounce wasn't that bad. Lately I've been practicing, like, coil jetting and that, and pretty easy to do, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to, because if I messed up, you know, but I probably should have went for it, because I was already, like, I felt like I was a mile behind anyways.
Really, up until Acid Man stage, you were catching up slowly but surely. Like, you were making progress to catch back up on Carter. Carter actually did die in Tower 1 as well.
In Tower, I thought I died in 2. Wasn't it Gear 2? Because my Gear Fortress
Gear
1
2,
was
yeah.
My Gear Fortress 1 was not a death, because I actually saved a second off my PB on that one.
Oh, I might be mixing up. I might be thinking of yesterday's matches, or did you die in?
I did die in Wily.
Okay,
Okay.
that clears that up.
I died on it's the third to last room where you impact over everything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You
I
ran a
missed it
little
by
bit
like
short.
I literally died right after that mech, and I just fell into the pit. And I was like, "Yep, that's ooh, that does not feel good."
I have to ask the commentators, did you guys happen to see the Mauve Vern fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can't actually do this fight right because I don't have the health to survive it. So what do I do here? It's probably going to lose me more time to take the death. So I'm just like, I'm going to try and do the fight. Just like
I was applauding you, man, because when I saw your health after you like hugged that crunch stun, I was like, he can make it to the boss without dying. But I don't think he could do Mauvern unless if he really wants to. And you went for it, and I was like, yo, good luck.
I'll be honest, I would have jumped straight into Mauvern the second the fight started. I would have just accepted my fate.
On the plus side, on the second attempt, I got to show off the Reeves fight. The Reeves fight's super cool.
Oh yeah, that was really great.
I love that extra Tundra that he fits in there. It's so neat.
Speaking of Reeves, I got a match with him coming up soon, and the winner of that is going to play the winner of Karterfreak and Mumu.
That means that I have to beat you, but then I'm going to lose to Reeves.
And let me check the bracket.
That should be an interesting match, you and me.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
You're going down, Mumu.
Yeah, we can start the trash talk right now.
Bring it on, my
rest
guy.
of the tournament maybe.
And Veno is gonna go on and play the winner. I thought this match had already been played. Infinite Mystery and Anaya. I think Anaya moved on, correct?
Yeah, he did. I think I saw that yesterday.
So you'll be playing Anaya, and that'll be in the second round of the losers bracket. Which you did win a match to get here, so it's not like, you know.
Yeah. This was a really, really bad run.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
man.
we're seeing what can happen with Mega Man 11. It's such a difficult game, and so much can.
And the worst thing about it is that in this game, when things go wrong, they go wrong bad. It's not like you just lose a couple of seconds. Like, minor mistakes will lose you like 1 or 2 seconds, like hitting an enemy or something like that. But the major mistakes in this game lose you minutes. It's actually insane.
Yeah, it's not a forgiving game.
Yeah, like I lost literally 3 minutes. And
on
for 90% of my 8 robots was just because of that mistake.
It's super demoralizing because literally, Veno, the same thing happened to me on my first race where I died twice at the end of Tundra. I didn't game over, so I don't know that, and I won't say I do know that. But I will say that like dying twice on Tundra left the worst pit in my stomach. I was like, ugh, I hate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad it was like, I don't know where he is. Like, still gonna do my best because I want to get better at the.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what happened to the other opponent. They could be having just as bad of a time.
I mean, it's like my PB is like a 37, but my sum of best is 36-19.
That's definitely getting down there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, keep at it, man. Keep pushing it.
Absolutely.
I still have a lot of time to save everywhere. Definitely a lot of work that could be done. Like my Wily 2 can save a lot of time.
So I'm looking at Speed Gaming schedule. We have Super Metroid on Speed Gaming 4. On Speed Gaming 3, they have Link to the Past, and Speed Gaming 5, they have Zelda 1. At 9:30, they have Super Mario Bros. 3 on Speed Gaming 2, and then at 10 o'clock on Speed Gaming, you can see another Zelda 1. Looks like they're doing a chase for sub 30. That sounds interesting.
And coming up in the Mega Man 11 tournament on Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Mr. Cab versus Venez Prince. Get your hats.
Yeah,
and
nice.
on the 15th at 11 p.m., we have this guy, Sage Hero, versus Reeves. That's going to be scary.
Can be a good.
All right, so I think any last words before we turn it over?
Just thanks to everybody that's been helping run this tournament. for the people that are hosting it and for the people that are commentating, especially Mumu. Mumu, you've been around for like, I think, last 4 matches I've watched like for commentary. So thanks for putting in the time. I really do appreciate it. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Anytime. I appreciate being able to do this with you.
Yeah, thanks so much, everybody in the community.
Don't forget to drop the runners a follow.
All right, and we'll see you guys next match.
Take care.
See you guys later.